CDC found 1 in 4 people have had 1 or more disabilities at some point in their lives. Yet, much of the public aren't familiar with the livelihoods of those with disabilities and also how different disability types differ or are similar to each other. We believe that our visualization would serve as an interactive source for general public to gain knowledge and awareness about the characteristics of people with disabilities, and for policymakers to easily zoom into specific characteristics to gain insights that guide policy changes. Introducing Vision Health. By default, the data is filtered by the attribute of age. The visualization consists of 2 components, the sunburst with a map and the bar graph with checkboxes. These 2 components are connected by brushing and linking, and interactions can be carried out by different information needs. Let's first look at the sunburst. By hovering over the slices, we can see that the largest slice is purple, and this corresponds to ambulatory disability. The smallest slice is yellow, and it corresponds to self-care difficulty. Correspondingly, the map in the center of the sunburst shows the normalized percentage of people with specific type of disability and characteristics depending on the selections. With 2 tips that provide details on demand, we can see that West Virginia has the highest percentage of people with ambulatory difficulties, with 11.7% among the population. By clicking on other slices, we can also see that West Virginia in general has high percentage of people with disabilities. With this information, relevant agencies might want to look into the reasons behind it. By clicking on specific disability on the sunburst, the color of the corresponding data of that disability on the bar graph is accentuated. The bar graph allows easier visual comparisons across different age groups as compared to the sunburst. From here, you can tell that the number of people with ambulatory difficulty peaked at the age of 35 to 64. This is perhaps 35 to 64 is a wider age range as compared to 65 to 74 years old. However, hearing difficulty peaked at 75 years and above, even though 35 to 65 is a wider age range. These cross-type comparisons are easily made through looking at the bar graph. If you're interested in comparing between specific types of disabilities without distractions, you can also uncheck and hide the disability types that you don't want to see. This allows easier visual comparisons. Notice that the sunburst data is also grayed out for the unchecked types. Not only do we have data for the age attribute, we've also included 2 other types of socioeconomic data, which are employment and work experience. These 2 attributes give us an understanding of the economic well-being of people with disabilities. Similar interactions done with the age attribute could also be carried out with employment and work experience. With all of the possible interactions explained, let's look into some interesting insights. To explore how state disability employment rates differ, we can look at the sunburst with the map. States like Alaska, Wyoming, South Dakota employ significantly more people with hearing difficulty as compared to all other states, as you can see from the color intensity. Relevant parties can further explore the reasons behind this insight. Most disability types have a higher percentage not in labor force as opposed to in labor force, with vision difficulty being an exception. Looking at work experience, how does work experience differ between those who are disabled and non-disabled? We can look at the bar graph. While non-disabled group goes up, disabled groups go down. Sadly, but as expected, this shows the employment gap between non-disabled and disabled. To sum up, we walked you through the purposes of our visualization, the possible interactions, and some insights. Thank you for watching.